Heyo, my name's Gamer Fighter, and welcome to... Okay, this is going to be long. Telltale's The Walking Dead, a Telltale Miniseries, Michonne, or something like that. I don't... It's very long-winded. It's a Telltale Miniseries, Telltale's The Walking Dead, Michonne, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing this. I know a while ago I said like I'm going to stop doing Let's Plays and that. I don't know if I've already uploaded those videos, but these ones are fine because they're only about an hour and 2 hours long, so that they're short, and I need to record it anyway for any reviews I do, so whatever. This game came out about a month ago, the first episode, and the reasons I've not actually played it yet are kind of simple. Is that the main reason was that I thought you needed your Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 2 file, but you don't. And obviously I had not played that one on the Xbox One yet, so as soon as I realised that, I was tempted. But then the other thing that put me off for a couple of days was finding out you have to buy the Season Pass, which I still think is bollocks. But with the Telltale saying, oh yeah, the episode 2's coming out in a couple of days, I'm like, oh well, definitely then. As long as they're going to keep to about a month. If they say a month, and it takes a month and a half, I think for Telltale that's fucking fantastic. Not something you should be saying about a game developer, like, oh, for them it's great, but you know, they do, at the very least, they do great work. And you can't argue with that, so let's carry on. Obviously I've turned the music off because, like I said, I don't like that getting caught in the way of, like, my videos. But that's coming soon. But yeah, these are completely unrelated to the... Well, so far they're unrelated to the regular Telltale series, so I don't think this will have anything to do with Series 3, but I'm very much interested in what's happening, so let's start. This takes place in between a few issues of the Walking Dead comics, and I heard loads of people, like, when Telltale announced this, they were like, I don't care about the TV series, and I was like, you fucking dense twats. Telltale have said several times that the Walking Dead, is based on the comics, it's set in the comic universe, not the film. So if you say, I'm not playing it because I don't want to have anything to do with the TV series, it's stupid, it's not the same, it's like, you're a fucking idiot, alright? At least read. Before you make that judgment of, I'm not doing this because this, at least make sure you're saying because this is right.
I left so many people that I loved.
You don't have to play it or like it, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying at least just say that rather than make all crappy excuses. But this is basically after the prison gets attacked in the comics because it's different than the TV series, again. And this is basically before she finds Rick and Carl again. So as far as I remember, this is her dealing with like the loss of her before, like the stuff happening before the whole Walking Dead thing, as well.
Just two that I can never forget.
But Michonne is a cool character, so I'm interested to play as her. But they've been saying that they want to like integrate the comics with their games before, so I'm happy if this is like the start of their bridge, like to see if people want it. And from the reviews, I've not watched any reviews, but because none of the YouTubers that I watch reviews for have done this one yet. But from what I've like glanced at, it's generally got positive. Although, if it's on IGN and they give it 7 out of 10, that's average because they're fucking idiots. 5 out of 10 should be average, you stupid fucks. She's a bit mad, as we can see. There's a door in the middle of the forest. You look around, and there's only one thing to look at. It'd be cooler to play as a character that's got an inherent weapon, your katana, because that's been the general problem with, not the general problem, but one of the main things that happens in The Walking Dead, the game, is that you quite often are fucked because you haven't got a weapon anymore because of something that happened earlier. Like in episode 3 of the first series, I think. I can't remember which episode it was. There's one where you literally just give your weapon away, and that's and then later you're like, oh shit, I needed that. But they've actually changed the prompts as well. They've tried to update it a bit. That katana verse looks really short though. Is that just like them reusing like the machete sprite from the previous games? Not sprite, but model. Looks like it. I think that is just a machete, isn't it? Yeah, it's different. That's different. That's the sword she's got there, and then it cut to the machete. What the fuck happened there? I forget. I've not read all the comics. I'm not an avid reader, but I started to and I enjoyed them. They were very good, but I was buying like the compilations, like the ones where you have like 52 comics worth in one. So I've read like the first 2 volumes, and I think the third has come out, but I've just not had the time to like. I've not had the time or really the money to buy it when there's other stuff I've wanted. This shift in reality, that's pretty cool. Like the fact that you keep switching between her. I'm liking this. I think I'm with people though in the sense that because this is unrelated to The Walking Dead, the game series. I'm much more. I know I'll be much more excited for when they announced The Walking Dead Series 3. You know, the proper one with Clementine and that. But I know what the problem with this is, because they're definitely not taking any resources away. Because they're not doing The Walking Dead yet. They're still doing, what's the new one? Batman. And where the fuck is Minecraft episode 5? They've done like, they did all 4 episodes really quickly. Like, they weren't good, but you know, at least they were quick. You got them all out, so you got content. And then between episode 4 and 5, it's been like a 3-month gap. And it's still not out yet. And I'm not a big fan, but I still want to just finish it just because I've come this far. I mean, at least with all the previous Telltale stuff, you just have an inherent expectation that you're going to be delayed. But with Minecraft has kind of set up a kind of hope, unless they're going to wait like 10 months now to give that feeling of waiting. Here we inherently prove that Michonne is a badass even when she's losing her fucking mind. She's a cool character. I like her. Although I didn't actually watch Series 6 of The Walking Dead. I don't know if the second half has started yet, but I didn't watch the first half at all. I really watched Series 5, and I was liking it a bit, with the whole cannibal bit, and then it lost me in the second half. Because it's like, we've reached a new community, and like, oh, they're having like a shift where they've got to integrate, but then like after 5 episodes, they're like, we're in charge! And it's like, oh, okay, false alarm, people, we're still back at square one, except not at the prison anymore. It's like Game of Thrones. I thought Series 5 was the worst yet. Not bad, just the worst. And for saying Game of Thrones has been going up and up and up and up each series, it's kind of a bit of a jolt when this one's slightly worse than Series 1. Still means it's good, just to let you know. Okay, so we come out that initial scene I was only half paying attention to. I think it's a cool way to show her the badass and what's happening. But I'm more interested in like the story, like the character interaction in the Telltale games. It's what kind of makes it. Why I thought Minecraft lost me a bit, because it was all really predictable and slow, childish characters.
Some days I envy the dead.
And because of the fact that they're all block characters. Okay. What would happen if I pull the trigger? I didn't want to press it then, 'cause I'm curious to see what would happen. But at the same time, I didn't want it just to say game over. Maybe he would have stopped me. I think. Oh, cool! They're actually really showing like this is the comics. Yeah, again, music's turned off because I don't want to have a faff with YouTube's copyright system and all that. I mean, it might still happen anyway, but it just means you at least like lower your chances by 90% of being fucked over. But yeah, I didn't think much of the Telltale of Game of Thrones last series. Telltale's Game of Thrones was pretty good. The ending sucked, but everything apart from the last few scenes were fantastic. Let's talk about other stuff. Yeah, Digital Homicide are trying to sue Jim Sterling, and they're fucking retards. If you support Digital Homicide, fuck off. Everyone's allowed to say bad things about games. You can say what the fuck you want. I don't care. You can say what the fuck you want, really, unless you're saying this is the truth. If this is basically my opinion is, which is basically everything that Jim Sterling does, not everything, but he'll say when he has proof. You know, fuck off. You have the right to retaliate, but you don't have the right to sue them. Or you have the right to sue them, but I think if you sue them and you fail, and everyone's like, yeah, this is a false grounds, you should be fucking arrested for that, or countersued, or whatever. I want digital homicide not to exist. Okay, so that person helped us, apparently.
Fuck.
Is it her, actually? I wasn't listening. Is that actually the actor that plays Michonne? I'll have to look it up later, because even if she sounds the same, you never know with games, do you? Some voice actors are really good at imitating people.
Vanessa, you there?
Oh, fucking pirates! Not really, you know. I'm joking. Don't be like, he thinks there's fucking pirates. What an idiot.
What are you doing up? Your shift isn't for another hour.
Couldn't sleep.
Oh, so we've been established here now.
Those nightmares.
I think in the comics it was a big gap, actually, though. Like, it was only about 3 issues, but
You're not the easiest to read. It's hard to tell how you're really doing.
Things are getting better. Slowly.
You're not going to recover overnight. These things.
you know, I might rewatch the Walking Dead series 1 to 4, the ones I've actually got on DVD.
If it gets as bad as it did.
I just need to keep busy.
Although, sorry, just talking about the TV series, Game of Thrones Series 5 and The Walking Dead Series 5 are the first two I've watched like week to week rather than as a box set. So I think I'm probably just going to enjoy stuff more if I can proper watch it in bulk, because I always do.
Those guys to be in contact for this long. We trade every time I come through, same spot. Everything's just
Oh, they're dead.
gone.
Oh well.
Just doesn't make sense. Their boat is always anchored right on the dock. Vanessa!
Something might have happened to them, Pete. Maybe they just didn't make it.
And maybe they're still out there. Maybe they need our help. We just don't know. That's
Yes.
the problem.
Big problemo.
Maybe we can pass by again on our way back. Listen,
There's just a walker there going, poking the fucking radio.
you hear it, right? Sounds like a woman's voice. Vanessa, that you?
I don't hear anything, Pete.
She's there. I just gotta find
To be
the
honest,
right frequency.
You just let him do it, I think.
Pete. Michonne.
I love her name, Michonne. It's so cool.
I'm not just giving up. This bay was full of boats just a year ago. They went somewhere.
If they left, it was probably for good reason.
Then I want to know why.
Problem is actually, though, thinking about it, I can imagine every single fucking character dying, especially in this one, because none of them make it obviously into the comics.
She said help.
I don't know, Pete.
Or there could just be a split-up moment, you know.
But it's someone. She might know what happened here. No, damn it. We're losing the signal. Look, if we don't start caring about the people that are out there, we're no better than the damn walkers.
All we'll find out there is trouble, Pete.
I mean it. What's the point in just surviving? We gotta do better than that.
All right, so let's help her.
At least someone.
I was going to say not everyone deserves help, which is true, but then I was thinking, for this person we don't know, you can't really make that conclusion.
Not Berto, not Sadiq, especially not fucking.
Hey, it's Professor Oak after the apocalypse.
You know
Where's your
there are people
Pokemon now,
worth
you
helping.
bitch?
Take over for me, okay? I'm gonna turn the boat around.
We can find the person and talk to them, and then, like, make a decision. Oh, I had it then for a second